is liking another girl photo or another man photo cheating? It's your time. It's his time. It's Bam's time. Bam's time to shine. Your time to shine too, man. Y'all tuning into the BamTime podcast. Let's get straight into it. Hey, man, check this out. It's been quite a while. I think the last podcast, we dropped was with Cooks 25. You know, usually when I do these podcasts, I have a solo one, that I dropped alone by myself a while back, stupid long ago. I know y'all probably surprised, like, I don't got nobody here with me. Hey, man, sometimes we get on this bitch by ourselves. We know how to chop some shit up, be entertaining on our own, man. But stay tuned, because I got some more podcasts cooking literally right now as we speak. This shit not even out yet, and I got another one cooking. Yeah, let that sink in. Anyways, let's get straight into this, man. So usually what I've been trying to do with these, I've been trying to get a little more, like, professional with this, if you get what I mean. You can't see the table that's here. I'm trying to add microphones later on. I actually got some already, but I'm still trying to figure out how to use them. So I'm still learning this shit, man. I'm still studying. I'm still learning. So, and I've been trying to type out topics instead of having them on my phone. But for this solo one, I decided to just put them on my phone and do it like this. Obviously I don't got no haircut. It's been a while. I've been in grind mode. I don't got no haircut. You know what I'm saying? Your haircut is a self-care thing. I've sacrificed self-care for this. We in grind mode right now. We ain't where we want to be right now, not at all. So hey, let's get straight into it. The first thing I want to really get up on is something that I've actually kind of noticed. Like, me, I work jobs, right? And when you around your coworkers, certain coworkers, y'all know the people who you work with, who you actually conversate with, and then the people who you just say hi to and walk away from. You feel me? So with people who at my former job, when we used to talk about this, something that always came up was like following, like if you in a relationship, following another woman or man on social media. You know what I'm saying? Now some people be like, hey, you gotta unfollow all the dudes on your Instagram. You gotta follow all the girls. That actually came up with me and this girl who I used to work with. And I was all like, bro, like, I think that's actually kind of crazy. Like, what's the point of being in a relationship? I don't trust each other. Like, damn, you gotta unfollow all the men. You telling him to unfollow all the girls? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't really get it. And she was telling me, oh, it's not something she wanted or she started or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, man, I just don't get it. Me personally, how I personally like view that, I'm not gonna tell a girl who I'm dating to unfollow all them. Like, I'm just not gonna do that. What I kind of would prefer her not even to really have social media, but if she does, it is what it is. But I'm not really like, if I already gotta go in with that mindset for you to unfollow all the dudes on your page, then I already, this ain't about to end well, period. So it don't even matter. Like, whatever we doing, this is water, by the way. Feel me? But whatever we doing ain't gonna go far, because if you telling me to unfollow all the women, and I'm telling you to unfollow all the men, bro, that the buck usually don't stop there. Some more crazy shit about to happen in that relationship. So that ain't really my get down. If that's what y'all want to do or some people want to do, then shit, go ahead and do that. I'm personally not doing that, because I just kind of view it like, if I gotta tell you certain things all off the strength, there's certain things I do gotta tell you, or we do gotta communicate with on certain things. But something like that, like, you should know, okay, this dude's trying to get at me, or this girl's trying to get at whatever. You should know, like, okay, like, I can see it, and then if I see a little too much, okay, then I'm gonna unfollow this person. You get what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna remove this person from my page. If I see that this person is being doing too much, hearting every story, trying to keep swiping up, then you can remove them, especially if that person know that you in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? Then that's a little different. But I'm talking about off the dribble, off the strength. As soon as you get into a relationship, you gotta unfollow. Like, nah, I ain't doing all that. Like, that, I'm not really with all that. You feel me? I feel like if you gotta do that, you already don't trust each other, and that shit. I mean, I'm not going into nothing with my eyes closed. You feel me? I ain't gonna put nothing past whatever she might do, but we ain't gonna go far if we gotta have that nah, I ain't doing that, you know. And then, so after that, we shortly talked about, and I added that, almost dropped my shit. I added that to the list. Liking other photos. And I've actually noticed this, bro. I don't post on Instagram, like on my page, often. When I do post, I do post though. But I have noticed girls who I know are in relationships don't like my post, but not like they don't like them anymore, but they did like them when they weren't in a relationship. And it's not even that I was keeping track. It's just over time, like I said, this topic been spewing in my head for months now. Ever since I talked about it with this girl and a few others. You just start to realize certain shit, huh? Like, how many girls like that are in relationships that are actually liking other dudes' photos? Like, and I'm not even saying liking them to get at you or nothing, but they just don't like. I could just tell, like, most girls who are at least that I know, don't like my photos, and that's okay. I'm not mad at that shit. If that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do. I'm not mad at that. I've been in a relationship and liked other girls' photos. Nothing crazy though. If a girl posting in a bikini pic, or like her ass is just completely out, titties is hanging and shit like that, then I wouldn't like it. But if it was like a group picture or just a regular picture of her, you know, just a regular photo, I might double tap. I'm not going. If she has 25 photos though, I'm not liking all 25. I'm probably liking 3 out of that 25. You get what I'm saying? So, is liking another girl photo or another man photo cheating? Y'all, I'm speaking for me, because I'm not about to keep saying girl / man, man / ladies. If you watching this, just, you feel me, apply it to whom it needs to be applied for. But I do think this is what's gonna spew y'all, because I remember I was on the phone with my boy and we was talking about this, and he was saying, bro, that's not the same thing. I was like, what you mean? He's like, bro, it's not. Me liking a girl photo is not the same as her liking another man photo, and I'm gonna tell you why. And he explained it, which I already kind of know. That's a controversial topic though, because, you know, there's women on here who think that men and women are the same, who think if that whole sex thing, if I have sex with this girl, it is what it is. But if she has sex with that random dude, these random dudes, like multiple random dudes, and she's a hoe, or whatever the case may be, you know, that topic got brought up, and I understand the difference. I know a lot of y'all girls, y'all do understand the difference, but y'all want to keep fighting that and whatever, do what you want to do, stupid, but do what you want to do. But me personally, like, just to scramble back to the whole liking another person's photo and you in a relationship. Me personally, how many photos are you liking? Like I said, if a girl got 25 pics, I'm liking 3 at most. I'm not about to like a bunch of posts for the simple reason I'm still scarred from when I was younger. When you like a bunch of girls' posts, it like, they get a little level-headed. It's just too much. I'm still scarred from that shit when I was younger, bro. Now I know, like, oh, you a ghost follower. Nah, bro, I'm not about to be, y'all screenshot. Like, I hate getting screenshots. Like, you don't screenshot me. Some of y'all, I done seen girls, bro, a verified person tapped into this girl DM. She went and screenshotted it, showing them, she covered his name, but she posted on her story. Because what he said was on some, he asked her, like, how tall are you, or some shit, like something simple like that. She screenshotted it, and I said, oh, y'all screenshot anything. You're not gonna catch me like in the story. You might see me in the DM. You feel me? I'm not gonna say like I ain't tapped in no DMs, but I had to learn, like, that DM shit not even the way, bro, because motherfuckers like to screenshot, like to do all type of weird shit. You know, they like to, oh, he used to try to talk to me, blase, bro. That was fucking 2 years ago, bro. Don't try to throw that in now. But anyways, back to the liking shit though. I think if she's liking every photo of a man, I think, yeah, that's weird. I'm not gonna lie. That's just how I view it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, don't be afraid. Because before I even talk about the don't be afraid part, on Instagram, when you follow somebody, because there's people who I follow that don't follow me back. well, not people that I know. I'm talking about like you like maybe a favorite athlete, YouTuber, or whatever, you know. And whenever I see their posts, I like, because I genuinely fuck with them, even though they don't know who I am. I genuinely fuck with them. When I see my dog, when I see Rashawn, that's my partner for real. When I see her post, I always like her photos. She'll probably get all her likes, you know what I'm saying? Except maybe some from, if she has photos from before I followed her, like 2016 type. I don't know if her photos is that old, but you feel me? I got like, and it's the same thing with her, because we friends for real, you know what I'm saying? And if I comment, it's not no weird ass comment. It might be a black heart or like this emoji or some shit like that. You know, I try hard to stay off the gram anyway, but it's something like that. You know, I got another female friend. If I see it, I will like it, you know, because we just cool. You know, that's the only girls who you gonna see me in all their likes. I'm not liking a bunch. Like, I just can't do it. You know, I'm not even in a relationship and I still can't do it, but I think if she's liking a bunch, like I said, she's liking a bunch of the photos, like all 35 pics of his, then yeah, then that's weird. And you ain't wrong for asking her about that. Like, hey, why you always liking bro pic? I ain't like you ain't wrong about that. You ain't insecure either. Here's the thing, and this is where I was gonna say that don't be afraid part, bro. Don't be afraid to get called insecure, because that was me. I was insecure about getting called insecure. Like, don't be afraid of that shit, bro. Don't be afraid to ask a certain question. Don't be afraid to say something. Don't be afraid. You're actually a bitch if you are afraid of asking a question because you're afraid of the reaction. You're actually a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's me. That's what I was at a point in time. Once upon a time, I was on some stuff like that. Like, you not. Just because you call something into question don't make you insecure. Insecure, like I said in a video already, insecure is if I demand her location, you know what I'm saying? Or if I demand her Instagram pass, if I demand to check her phone every day, you know what I'm saying? That's insecure. If I tell her she can't even go to her friend's birthday party, you know what I'm saying, at her house, that's insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like, but me, that's a boundary though. What I'm saying is a boundary. Like, hey, why you always liking bro pic? You know what I'm saying? Like what's, you know what I'm saying, like what's going on? Like, I don't think you're in his DMs or nothing like that, but I do notice that you are always liking this pic. And on top of that, why I'm gonna ask is because you quick to say anything to me about even conversating with another female in the store. I'm asking her, oh, where did you get this from, or something like that. Like, we're on the aisle and I'm asking her about something completely store related. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, they'll be and ladies, y'all can apply this to y'all too. They'll be quick to call you something, but they'll be the main people asking for shit. Hey, where you at? Where's your location? Like, always questioning you. But the minute you ask a question, it's the manipulation start. Oh, you insecure for this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think as men especially, because we have to learn, like, bro, you ain't insecure for asking a question, bro. You not insecure for demanding an answer to something. It's not demanding a password, demanding an answer. Like, hey, like, nah, you gotta answer this question. Like, what's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how, because I notice anytime you see me, I can like three photos out of 30. And you saying something, but you liking, he got 20 pics, you in 10 plus of those likes. So what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you quick to question me. All right, bet. Now let's play the question game since we want to play 30 questions or 21 questions, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, I gotta stop cussing though, cause I gotta chill. But like I said, you're not wrong. If that's y'all agreement that y'all not liking like other girls' photos or other men's photos, if that's y'all agreement, I could. I'm not gonna say I respect it. You know what? I respect it if there's no going through each other's phones. If it's just that, if y'all have that understanding, you're not going through DMs. One person doesn't have the other person's password. That's another thing. Why nobody? If she has your password, bro, you should have her password. If y'all gonna play that weird ass game, don't be the idiot talking about some I don't really care, like whatever, you can have it. No, ask for her shit too. Don't be don't ask for passwords, period. But if you gonna do it, don't let her be the one asking or needing all this extra shit or even needing all this extra stuff and you ain't asked for nothing yet. Like, you just letting her, don't be that guy. I don't think y'all should do passwords, period. But if you gonna do it, both people should have each other's passwords if that's how y'all gonna play. I don't know, man. If I'm really feeling a girl and she's all I care about, obviously as a man you gonna see other girls when she walk like a girl at the gym, damn, she thick, or you gonna think that in your head. You're not gonna go approach her, but you feel me? You gonna think that. I'm just being real. So I'm not really, if I'm really feeling her and that's all who I care about, that's all who I'm about, then shit, it is what it is. Like, I'm not even looking to be liking other girls' photos. Even though if I do, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna like a lot of them. If I see, oh, she got, like, somebody just graduated, 2024, a lot of graduations happen. Oh, she in her cap and gown, she lit with her people. Okay, bet, here go a like, if I see it. But I'm not liking damn near half naked on Instagram. I'm not doing that. I'm just personally not doing that. That one I'm not gonna do, especially if I have a girl. I'm just not gonna do some shit like that. She liking a picture of bro, it's a graduation, or she liking a picture bro just started his own business, stuff like that, like accomplishments that he posts on Instagram or something like that. I'm not tripping if I see her in the likes with a photo like that. But if you liking every single photo, you don't miss a photo, it's tense, it's 5 minutes up and you just like the photo. Like I said, bro, when you get into a relationship, you just slowly do gradually not like a lot of the opposite sex's photos. You kind of gradually do that. But I don't see the problem in liking certain photos, certain ones, and it's not a lot of those certain ones. So don't take it like, oh, it's okay. Like, no, I'm talking about certain photos. Like, you see a little graduation pic, you like it, all right, go ahead. You feel me? You see a what is it? What did I just say? Like, maybe he just started a business, or a music or something like that. I'm personally, I don't care about that. That's just me. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship for where I gotta be talking about stuff like that in the first place. I'd rather what we argue about maybe it's like, maybe I don't know, maybe we living together, I forgot to take out the trash or something like that, and she tripping off that or some shit. Like, I'd rather that be an argument than I'm talking about it's just social media shit. Like, at a certain age, it's like, all right, man, why are we still talking about that? So again, to sum it up, I know I said a whole lot about that. To sum it up, I don't think it's a problem when it comes to certain photos. But if you liking every last photo or majority of these person's posts, then you can't get mad if your man call that into question, or your girl, whoever call that into question. Like, what is you doing? Like, why are you feel me? Like, what's going on with that? You can't get mad at that. Like, that's just and here's the thing. I'm speaking from a man's point of view. I should be comfortable to come and ask you that question without having to worry about, because I don't care. Because here's the thing, you got to learn not to even care about the reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to have a reaction because I asked the question, do what you want. But I'm asking you a question. All this extra flailing and shit that you doing, all this extra, it doesn't matter to me. I'm asking this simple question, bro. I'm asking this simple question. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't provide me with an answer with this question, if you are immediately deflecting, negating, getting upset, okay, bet. I don't care about them tears. I don't care about none of this manipulation shit you doing. I'm about to go this way. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, because the buck don't stop there. I know it don't sound like a lot. Like, damn, you saying all this because she didn't want to answer a question? No, it's not. It's because how come when I ask a question that might lead to uncomfortable convo, there's deflection, there's this, there's that. But you could come ask me a question, I'm a flat out answer. Oh yeah, yeah, it was this, it was that. But when it's me asking you a question, it's all this extra shit. Nah, it don't work like that. I don't, and it ain't, oh, you a man, you woman, bro, fuck all that. I don't care about none of that shit. Nope, I don't care. You want to play like that? Okay, bet. We gonna play a game then. Either I'm gone or we gonna play a game, or it's just, that's what it is. It ain't about to be When it's you, when it's you, we get to have this certain combos, but when it's me, we can't. It's not about to be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. That's just my thing on it. So, like I said, I've noticed girls who are in relationships do not like other. It's like I've noticed they don't like mine. They don't like other men's photos, and that's respectable. And here's the thing: if you doing that, if my girl is doing that all out of respect for me, but I never even told her she did or didn't have to do that, it just, okay, that just shows her level of respect for me. Because I'm not the type to say, hey, no liking other dudes' photos on Instagram. I'm not that type. But I will say something if I do notice you're always liking this person's photo. It's going to be a conversation. I'm not saying I'm about to go off on her, nothing like, hey, so I peep you always liking, you feel me? Like, nothing wrong with me asking that. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you're insecure. Bro, shut up, bro. You're like, bro, you eat hot Cheetos in the morning for breakfast, bro. I'm not even going to listen to anything you have to say. You get what I'm saying? Like, I should be able to ask that question without y'all saying all this insecure bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just use that word. Like y'all just use that word just to use that word. It's like the new famous word of the 2020s, bro. I swear. It's just every sassy and insecure. That's just the word y'all love to use, man. I swear, bro. It doesn't stop. But I don't mind certain photos. I'm never gonna tell her not to like another man's photo. There's certain shit I'm not gonna tell her for one, to test her, to see where she at, and then for two, just because I don't think that's what a relationship is about. You know what I'm saying? I do think there are certain things that she does that is unacceptable though. Like you being too friendly. You should know what too friendly is to a dude. You should know that. You should know that. If a dude feel comfortable if a dude is DMing you, if the dude's DMing you on some like swiping up on a post you posted, maybe a picture of yourself or a quote or whatever, and you going back and forth with him in the DMs, you get what I'm saying? All right, now you disrespecting me. If you posting if you are posting old quotes, not old quotes, but quotes, and those quotes aren't about me. Cause me, I hate the quote shit. I'ma just be flat out say I hate the quote shit, and this is why I hate it. Cause people can say what they want. Cause some people post. It depends. This is why I hate the quote shit. Because if you dealing with somebody and they're posting that quote stuff, like certain quotes, and it has nothing to do with you, like whatever that quote says has nothing to do with you. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, it says something from the past, and ain't nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with posting something like forgive but never forget, that like some shit like that. Obviously, it's not about you if you haven't done anything, at least yet. It's about somebody else. That's cool, but I'm just trying to tell you the buck doesn't stop there. What you might ignore now is gonna come back later. That's why I say you have to have. I'm not even a guru of this relationship shit. I'm really not. I'm learning. I'm figuring a lot of shit out about myself and about the whole thing, period. But you have to, bro, you have to address certain things, and you have to know what to ignore and what to address. There's certain points you ain't even supposed to reach with somebody. All that, y'all quick to leave somebody. Y'all don't want to go through nothing together. Bro. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is not a video game. This is not Super Mario Bros. Where you go to 50 levels to play the final boss. This is not what that is, bro. There are certain things that should never be tolerated. There are certain things that should never be tolerated. For instance, like I already said something about the what was it? The Chris Brown shit. Listen, as me as a man, I would never tolerate that shit. Now, if you go to, I would never say you can't go to a concert. I would never say you can't go to go see Usher if you've been liking them since a kid. I would never say that. I would never say it's nothing wrong with you going to the concert. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with you being a fan and taking a photo. There's nothing wrong with that. But that type of photo is something you and me take. What the like? I don't care what any of y'all say. That's not happening. The minute you do that, you're single. I remember. Shout out. She know who she is, man. Shout out Auntie. She literally posted that she's married. She posted this on her Instagram. The Chris Brown shit. And I swiped up, I'm like, so what you think? That was a while back when it first happened. I said, what you think about that? I'm like, she's like, I would never, I would never disrespect my husband like that, like, taking a photo is one thing, but that type of photo, I couldn't even be mad if he left me. He would have did the right thing. I'm all like, finally somebody with some sense. And she was all like, nah, like that's just foul. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dude saying that he don't even want her going to the concert. I'm not saying that, because if you because me, I don't really do concerts like that. You know what I mean? But if you've been a fan of this person from this X amount of years and you want to go do that with your girls, cool. Obviously I gotta make, I'm trusting your judgment, but obviously I gotta make sure your friends aren't haters. You're not hanging around thoughts. You're not hanging around, you know what I'm saying? I gotta trust your judgment, but I also gotta see the type of friends you keep around. That's another thing you have to do. And ladies, y'all need to do that too for men, because a lot of men friends is trash too. So y'all gotta pay attention to the type of dudes your man is hanging out with. But if that's what you want to go do, that's cool. But your respect for me, if your respect for me is what is the word? If your respect for me is compromised with the level of status I have versus another man, I'm gonna be mad at myself for even choosing you to be my girl. That is and there's a lot of shit that happens in today's time that is not the woman's fault. It is the man's fault. Why the fuck were you even putting up with that? And I'm talking to you, Bam. I'm talking to you right now. You know what I'm saying? You have your track sheet is crazy right now. I'm talking to myself right now, but I'm also talking to you, because I know somebody else doing the same stupid shit. But we have to, at some point in time, hold ourselves accountable. Sometimes we do it to ourselves. Why did you even trust that? Like, this isn't the first time she showed a trick like that. That's why I'm so hard on people with the what's that, with the picking the right people thing. I know when I talk about that stuff, some people are like, man, y'all act like y'all can know people. Y'all act like y'all can know people before they show their true colors. And you know what? You're right. There is a small percentage of people who just change. But let me tell you something. This is how me and my people do it. I told you so. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to do this, bro. Cause it sounds like you're not listening. That's your fault, bro. That's your fault. Never that person. It's never her fault. It's your fault. It's never the coach's fault. It's your fault. You went to that school. You knew how that person was. You knew how that coaching style was. You knew that you damn near had to play perfect to play, knowing damn well you can't play perfect. It's impossible. You knew you didn't study for this test. You knew you didn't do this shit. That's your fault. Don't blame the class being hard. You gave up. That's what me and my people be on. We ain't perfect, we fuck up, but that's what we be on. So sometimes maybe I'm wrong for expecting that out of everybody. You know what I mean? Because I remember it was a post. Some girl, she said, so it's my fault that I chose this man to be my kid's father, a cool guy. She said something, and then somebody was all like, that is correct. And I put it on my gram, and I said, bruh, I've picked wrong. And it was my fault. We've all made mistakes. We've all picked the wrong people before. We've all done something we wish we didn't do. And it's okay. The only problem is when you try to act like it's everybody else's fault but your dumb ass fault. We all are dumb. Every last one of us have done something stupid. It's life. We've all done something dumb. I'm not saying you should crucify yourself for it, but damn, when you start blaming Tom and Dante and Zach and all these motherfuckers but yourself, that's where I have a problem with, bro. Like, we're not doing that, bro. But that's just, moral of the whole story is, bro, don't be afraid to ask anything, bro. Don't be afraid to ask anything, and don't be insecure to get caught insecure. So yeah, I'm not against certain photos being liked. I'm not against that, but I will call something into question if you liking every last photo of some dude. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's not one of my friends or something. Like, even then, like, I don't care about the friendship, like my friend following my girl, they being, you feel me, cordial or whatever. I'm not against it. I know some people are. I'm personally not against it, but I will call into question if you liking every dude's photo, because now it's like, all right, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just saying, how many other likes is you in now? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. I don't care what anybody has to say. And I don't got to talk no more on that. So we're going to get to the next one. Oh, man. This is something that I've actually spewed on. Y'all know when... how do I even say this? Something I really hate is... I hate a too humble person. And I'm talking to myself. I hate a person who, like, I really hate a person who's too humble with the passion. Again, talking to myself. For the simple fact, when you too humble, you too nice. You're too much of a nice dude. You're too much of a nice guy. And that's how you get taken advantage of. Because listen, y'all know that here's the difference between holding something over somebody's head versus telling them about themselves. Because this is what happens. You might accept something that comes with somebody, right? It could be baggage or whatever that comes with this person. You accept it. And you don't want to make them feel less than of who they are, right? You don't want to make them feel less than. So this is what you do. You kind of allow certain behavior, and that certain behavior just gets worse and worse and worse by the day because you're not addressing it, and you also not reminding them, like, hey, do you know what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you know what the fuck comes with you? Like, do you know everything that, are you aware of who you are and what you bring to the table? And are you aware of who I am and what I bring to the table? So with that being said, when you say that, you could be dealing with someone who, like I said, has crazy baggage or has a lot of things to figure out about their life. But you trying to be there for the worst. You ain't trying to just be there for the good. You're trying to be there for the worst too. So with that being said, you don't want to bring them down. You don't want to make them feel like they insignificant, like their life don't mean shit, right? So, you be a little too humble, a little too nice. And, what happens is people get advantage. And then you got to remind somebody, like, hey, you ain't got no business acting how you act. You ain't got no business doing what you're doing. And then you know what happens? People go on social media. People will run with this narrative. I've seen men and women say this goofy shit. Never tell anybody too much because they'll use it against you. Hold on. Pump your brakes, bro. You need to go to the shop and get some new brakes. You feel me? Because these ones are squeaking. Like, this is the dumbest shit this is the stupidest shit you could have possibly said. Me telling you about yourself after you've done something repeatedly that I did not like, or repeatedly wrong to me, and I'm letting you know you have no business acting like this, is not holding that over your head. Let's say I'm a walk-on, right, at a university. I'm a walk-on. I'm a walk-on at a university. I want y'all to compare. I want y'all to really peep what I'm about to say right here. I'm gonna restart from the beginning. Me telling you about yourself and the things that you're doing to me that is messing up what we got going on, and you have some crazy baggage or you have some crazy whatever that comes with you, and you act in a certain way. You don't have that luxury to act a certain way because of what comes with you. You accepted what came with that person, right? So cool, and you don't want to make them feel less than. But then when you're doing that, you not understanding that you're at times rewarding bad behavior, at times being too humble and too nice, ignoring certain things you ain't supposed to ignore. If I'm a walk-on at a university, right? I'm a walk-on. I probably don't got scholarly yet. I'm probably not on scholarship yet. There's certain mistakes you can make, even if you have stuff that come with you as a person. There's certain mistakes. We're not saying you can't not make mistakes. It's impossible. But there's certain things you should never do. If I'm a walk-on at a university, should I ever be late to practice? I'm a walk-on. Should I ever be late to practice? I could be in practice, maybe I throw a bad pass, or I miss a defensive assignment, or I do something that I'm not supposed to do. Like maybe I miss a shot, or like I said, a turnover, stuff like that. Like, okay, that's part of the game. But should I ever be late to practice? I'm a walk-on. Should I ever be late? Should I ever show up 10 minutes before practice? 15 minutes before practice? Those are things that there's no excuse for it. That should never happen. Never should be late to practice. Never should be only 15 minutes early before practice. You know what I'm saying? I should never be last in a drill. Not saying you gotta be, you might be running against some fast dudes. You gotta still compete. You know what I'm saying? But you should never be last or second to last in a drill if you're a walk-on. Your room for error ain't that big. Like I said, you can still, you might throw a little miscommunication with your teammate, you throw a turnover or whatever, you miss a shot, whatever, you get scored on, whatever. These are things that's going to happen within the game. But since you're a walk-on, there's still things that you should never do because you have no position to do that. And if a coach says something to you, hey, bro, you a walk-on? Like, have you forgotten that you a walk-on? You showing 15 minutes before practice starts and you being late? Have you forgot you a walk-on, bro? What you showing up late for and you a walk-on? That's the same thing as somebody telling you, like, hey, with everything that comes with you, in the way you act, it doesn't add up. So don't try to say I'm holding something over your head. No, I'm letting you know about yourself. I'm telling you an uncomfortable truth. I'm telling you, the truth can never be disrespect. It can never be disrespectful. You feel me? I'm telling you something about yourself. I'm not holding something over your head. Holding something over your head is if you helped me, and I constantly keep talking about how you helped me in 2007 and we in 2016. That's holding something over your head. You get what I'm saying? But me telling you about yourself because of the shit you're pulling, shit you're doing, when you ain't no position to act how you act, that's not holding it over your head. It's like I said, it's just like being late to practice and a walk-on. A walk-on shouldn't, I'm going to say it again, a walk-on should never be late to, that's a mistake that should never, there's certain shit that should never happen if you're a walk-on, like being late. If you have, if you're in a situation with somebody, there's certain shit that you should never do, especially if you come with baggage. There's certain shit you should never do. And you know what happens when you try to be that guy or that person in general, because it's women who go through this shit too. When you try to be that person to be like, nah, like, I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't want them to feel less than or whatever. You give them the upper hand and they think they have the upper hand on you, when in reality they don't have that at all. Like I said, you don't want to say these things because you don't want to come off as such. Too humble, too nice. You're being too humble and too nice. Sometimes you need to let people know, like, hey, you don't got the whatever in this situation. I don't know where you got that from. I was being nice and trying to be, but now I'm starting to think you take this kindness for granted. So let me lay it down like this. Hey, you have this, you have this, you have this. I overlooked it. I'm rocking with you at your worst. So and then we're gonna rock together. We're gonna rock together at our best. But in order for us to get there, you need to understand your place and where you and how you're acting. You can't act like this. It's the same thing. And me telling you that, don't try to say I'm using what you told me against you. No, I'm being honest with you, letting you know, like, hey, that shit not flying. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big advocate. Like, I love seeing when people, I love seeing, like, I ain't been to a wedding yet. You know, I can't wait to go to my first wedding. I can't wait to just see people, you know what I'm saying, like, just happy. I can't wait to see two people who add to each other's happiness. Not this person making this person happy. No, this person has to already be happy and you add to it. He adds to hers or she adds to his. You know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, not or, but they both add to each other's happiness. That's what I can't. I'm not a person who get on this bitch and try to say, oh, men should just be single and dog these, you feel me? I mean, don't get me wrong, some of y'all deserve to be dogs. Some of y'all deserve to get cheated on and put through the ringer. Like, some of y'all, your time will come. Some of y'all deserve it. But I'm not a person who just spews that on here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love seeing a family. You get what I'm, I love that. So I had to touch up on that because we in a time where people were really confused holding you accountable or holding you, like, they'll confuse this. I keep on stuttering this shit. They'll confuse holding something against you versus telling you the truth, telling you about yourself. Most people don't like hearing about themselves. You know what I mean? I didn't realize. I had to do some thinking. Like, damn, I didn't like, when I was younger, I hated when people said I couldn't dribble the basketball. I hated that shit, and it was true. You know what I'm saying? My handle has increased tremendously, but it still needs work. I used to hate when people that was a fact, but I used to hate when people would say it when I was younger. I hated it. I hated that shit. With all my heart, that was the truth, though. The truth hurts, don't it? That's the thing. Don't tell me I'm holding something over your head because I'm being truthful with you. I'm just telling you, I'm letting you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. I'm letting you know what it is. Being too humble in anything. When you sign when you're trying to get a max contract in the league and you're too humble with your approach, you're gonna get effed over. When you're too nice, you're gonna get effed over. You need to sometimes be that asshole. You need to be being humble. Now I see why they say never let a hard time humble you. Now I see why they say I want honesty first and humble second. I see why now. Because sometimes, like I said, you will let somebody think or people think that they got the upper hand in something when they really don't. You just being a good guy, not trying to make them feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that has to be studied and worked on, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's a cold world. And being too nice, again, I'm kind of talking to myself as I'm saying this. I don't know if y'all peep, but a lot of times in my videos, I be not referring, like when I tell stories, I'm not necessarily, sometimes I am referring to myself with the storytelling, but a lot of times when I'm saying something, like trying to talk to like a subscriber watching me, I'm letting them know, like, hey bro, I'm kind of like, there's certain things I'm on the same page with. Like, I ain't perfect, you feel me? There's certain shit I do know about, don't get me wrong, but I let it be known that I'm not trying to act like this high and mighty dude. But there is some things where I might come off like that because I've been there and done that. You get what I'm saying? There's certain subjects where I will kind of come off like I'm an expert just because I've been there and done that. Not saying I'm an expert, but it might come off as such because I've been there and done that. Certain things, not all, certain things. So, yeah. Also, I seen a lot that Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor thing getting a lot of buzz. I reacted to that video already on this channel already. I reacted to a video talking about it, but I still don't really know the details, so I wasn't really gonna talk about it like that on here. But I did hear and see that Iman Shumpert is getting like half of her money or some shit like that, and a lot of women was upset at that. And I want y'all to realize that a lot of this shit that's happening is what a lot of men go through. I don't know what Iman Shumpert, I heard he's paying child support. I don't know, is he an active father? I don't want to say something that's not true, because if he's an active father, he shouldn't be on no child support. But if he's not, then shit, I can't say nothing. You feel me? I can't say nothing. But I like when women get to experience what men go through. I had a situation one time where, like, I had to tell someone, like, bruh, what you just said is what a lot of men go through. Now you're experiencing it from another girl. You get what I'm saying? You're experiencing that from another girl. I done had conversations with my mom about you. When you see when you, like, my mom and my sister sometimes bump heads, like attitude on attitude. Now you see like what men go through dealing with they like girls sometimes, and that man really shouldn't go through that. But you see what a lot of men do. A lot of men do. You see now when you gotta kind of walk on eggshells. You don't want to say something a little too tough to your girl. Now when two women are friends or mother and daughter, they get to see that women on women clash. And now it's like you just get to sit back and laugh sometimes. Like, yeah, that's what we go through. You know, yeah, that attitude, yeah, we go through that. That pettiness, yeah, we go through that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And I'm not mad at it. You know, I like to see. I always say it's good for girls to live with other girls so they could kind of get a taste of how women act. And don't get me wrong, men act weird too. Like, this ain't a up in men and down in women thing. We do our own bullshit, but shit, we can admit it though. Y'all can't. But anyways, that's then we're gonna wrap up this little pod, man. I talked about a whole lot. I spewed on. You feel me? I'm gonna try to get this uploaded for y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm gonna try to get this uploaded for y'all on Tuesday. Man, rest in peace to Car, rest in peace X, rest in peace to my grandma. Y'all make sure to spam that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We almost at 700 subscribers. And I'm gone, man. BamTime.